What's up? I'm Danny.
What's up, everybody? It's Marc.
What's up, everybody? I'm Maine on Mars.
What's up, y'all? I'm Dre. Welcome back to another episode of The Couch.
Let's go.
If it looks like we're in a different place, that's because we are. It is the anniversary of The Couch Podcast. Make some noise, boys.
Yes.
Drop
Happy
one of those
anniversary.
bombs on them.
It's been a year since we started The Couch Podcast. I can't believe it's been a year. What y'all think?
I can believe it's in here.
It don't feel like it.
It don't feel like it
At all.
Like
I feel like we've been doing this longer than a year.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't.
I feel like we started like last month.
Right?
I feel like because there's so many different versions of like where we've been and how we was doing it.
Mhm.
Like, I felt
Yeah.
I feel like different seasons, kind of,
Yeah.
or like different chapters.
That's true. I don't know. It's so crazy to think that like we did street interviews and then
From there, we just
To-
started recording at Maine's house.
Mhm.
it's like
Then
as soon
Danny's
as we
house.
wrapped up,
They have
as
no
soon as we
house.
wrapped up the street interviews in Philly, as soon as we wrapped up the street
The
interviews
first
in Philly,
studio.
you called,
The trenches.
Danny called, Maine called, and then we really just like
We
made
was
it
talking
happen.
about it on the streets.
We were, but I think that talking about it and doing it is two different things, and we
Because
really
we actually was talking
we
about
really
it
did
before the street interviews.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
if y'all don't know, we've been sitting down. We do this like without cameras, without mics all the
Facts.
time. So we
Hence
will
the name,
always-
The Couch Podcast.
Yeah, we will always be like, "Oh, we should do a podcast. We should do a podcast." And I know you two talked about it doing it before. I talked
Yeah.
about it doing it before I even met them. And hey, Marcus, do
I
whatever. you
mean,
do.
me and Dre used to talk about it. I just feel like there was always some iteration of somebody saying, "Oh, we should do a thing,"
Yeah.
and now we're doing a thing.
The
Welcome
thing
to the
is going
thing.
up.
Welcome to the thing.
Yes.
First of all, we need to get into Mark being back home. Welcome back, my
Yes.
friend, y'all.
Thank
Back to the
you.
bitty.
Oh
It's
my
very
God.
Yeah,
temporary
take the Philly
though.
out some of these
So
niggas.
First of all, when the last time I seen you?
the last time I saw y'all was New Year's.
No,
No.
it was March, right? Yes,
Oh,
it was
shit,
March.
it was.
But
When
it does
when I
feel
came
that
back home.
long. It
That was
feels like
March?
longer.
It was March.
Yeah.
I've been
Oh,
seeing
that
you
was
about
after
a year,
Houston.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was
Did
here
you just
during
sh-
Houston. He was here to.
I was.
Did you shoot?
Yes.
Did I shush you?
Yes.
No, I didn't shush you.
Oh my God.
Sounded like you shushed me.
Can we
This
get a
bitch will
playback,
always
please?
You
want a
don't like that?
problem.
I don't like that.
You don't like that.
I didn't shush you.
What we just talked about before we started?
Run the cameras.
Yes.
Run the tape.
Anyway, welcome back home.
Thank
How does
you.
it feel to be back home?
It's very nostalgic. They fixed the lights in Jefferson Station.
Okay.
That gagged me a little bit.
Right.
Philadelphia natives.
That's
Amen.
the train station.
But besides that, home is cool. No one knows I'm here for real. I ran into a
You
couple.
keeping that low key this time.
Very much so. I didn't want nobody to know I was here.
Mhm.
A celebrity. He's so popular.
Then they're gonna see this and know I was here. But
Yikes.
I really didn't want nobody to know I was here because I knew I was gonna be able to like divvy out my time.
Right.
Mhm.
Like I knew that was gonna be impossible. I didn't want to make a bunch of promises to people and then next thing you know it's like
I can't.
so at the end of the month, me and Ben might come back up here. That's when I'm going to make my rounds. But this was specifically for this. So I was like, no, I'll do it. I have a little fun, but this was like the reason.
Right.
I
What
love
was the
You
that.
got your hair
This was
did.
the
You got
reason.
your bundles in. Like,
Right.
And they mine this time.
Oh,
ah.
All right.
we love
He's
that.
starting.
Authenticity.
Listen. So for the 1 year anniversary, what the boys don't know is I want to play a game. They have not heard these questions yet, but it's gonna be a fun little interactive game. Don't be nervous.
Don't like surprises.
A little icebreaker, if you will, to open up the episode. You said you don't like surprises.
You know I don't.
I'm a little
Yeah.
nervous about the game.
The game is called Take a Sip. I have about
Oh.
8 questions here. I'm going to ask y'all if you've ever done it. If you have, you'll take a sip. If you don't want to answer, you'll take a sip.
Don't let it be like,
First of all,
That's not bad.
okay.
How-
Go
And
ahead.
I'm playing with y'all.
okay.
I don't be giving a fuck though.
Cool.
Yeah.
You don't be
Hell,
giving a
right?
fuck.
I do be giving a fuck.
What do you have to lose? Who gonna whip you?
Great question.
Who gonna check you, boo?
Exactly. So y'all ready?
Yeah.
Take a sip if your relationship status has changed since starting this podcast. Take a sip if our bonds have strengthened since last year.
Can we spit something out if it's worse?
Oh my God. I will hope not.
Take a sip if you spun a block on an ex or fling since last summer. Say your fave adult content creator and tell them you're a huge fan. If you don't, take a sip.
What's up, Swirly? You are invited to the couch whenever.
This message is from Ron Bellamy, Crave Melanin, Lil Poppy Sluts. The list could go on and on. I feel like Whitney Houston, Tisha, Maria. Like, list could go on and on. Hi, how are y'all? Huge fan here.
Why is everybody looking at me?
'Cause you're next.
I don't have a favorite, but I like the whole Brazilian cult thing that Raheem has going on.
Oh.
Cult is crazy,
I'm
but
back on it.
So I might call the colorist. Okay.
ooh,
There's some dark skins in there.
Period.
sometimes.
Couple.
Sometimes.
I feel like I don't know that nigga name. Sweet something. Like Sweet Pea or something like that. I don't know that nigga name.
Sweet Pea.
Sweet,
Baby boy.
Sweet something.
Sweet Jesus.
Sweet something.
All right. Danny tried, y'all.
I'm
Take a sip.
Because nigga watching.
Take a sip if the person who gave you the best sex of your life is still in communication with you. It's so heartbreaking. Take a sip if you recently sent a man some money.
Well, I did send you some money.
I did too.
He is a man.
Period. Exactly.
Well, I sent you some money. I sent my man some money, so.
Last,
Both of them.
take a sip if you love this podcast and the brotherhood that we built amongst each other.
Yes, drink the cup.
All right. Are you not going to drink?
Cheers to the Couch Podcast. I love y'all niggas. I can't believe that we really took some out of our heads and really put this shit to pen to paper.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, little niggas.
Cheers to, continue building our friendship. Let's get into the motherfucking show. Okay?
Bling, bling, bling. Clink, clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Mm.
All right.
Clink, clink, clink.
So I want to know, what has been your favorite moment since we started the show? Danny, would you like to kick us off?
Sure. Probably switching to my house. Not that I didn't like this space. I just
The
like
second studio.
Because I was
It's
accommodating.
like a
The
studio.
second studio.
I was very accommodating.
Mhm.
I just like being able to like house the podcast. And we talked
He
about
didn't
a lot
want to
of the-
leave his house.
Oh my gosh.
You're
Well,
talking
that's-
over, and we just talked about that before.
We did have
Oh
a
my
conversation
God.
about that.
Well, we should be able to interrupt each other when people.
Oh,
go
okay.
live.
Okay.
So it's okay when he do it. Got it.
Yes.
Go ahead,
But
Danny.
yeah, I just enjoyed having y'all in my home as well as talking about like the mental health things. More recently doing like the mental health month in June. Like I really enjoyed that. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a good segment. We should start incorporating more of that into our show as well.
Yeah.
Maine, what was your favorite moment?
My favorite episode was Everybody Poops. And my favorite moment, it's always like a fun moment because like I said, but like without the cameras and the microphones and shit, we always just be shooting and shit. So it's
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
it all be fun.
Yeah, we always talk about how like when we're all on the phone, I feel like one of us will say like we're potting.
Yeah.
It feels like we're
Literally.
always just having the type of conversation that we have on our show in real life.
Yeah.
And when we're done, we still be like talking shit. for
Talking
like
shit,
2
yes.
hours,
I know.
3 hours.
I love it. My favorite moment is not necessarily comes from an episode. I think my favorite moment is how all of this began, which is the street interviews.
Mm-hmm.
The ones in DC, a time. We couldn't even put all the
We
footage
can't
out.
even show some
We
of it.
can't even. I cannot believe that we have to censor ourselves to protect the feelings of other people.
That is crazy.
Well,
We're
do y'all
good
do
people.
that?
We're really good people.
Do I do
sometimes.
what?
Because I feel like the first one we did made people mad.
Y'all know what's funny? I gotta tell y'all something after we get done. I gotta tell y'all something once we get done, and it's referring back to that moment. But that's probably my favorite moment of our show.
Mine,
So the street interviews is your favorite moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine is shut the fuck up and play the music.
Oh,
Which one was that?
Danny,
I was
like
about
the
to
club
say,
episode when Danny
yes.
was like,
Stop talking over the track.
"Stop talking
Play
over
the
the
song.
track."
and then he also told y'all to start playing Nicki.
Well, play
Mix.
the feature. Like just play it through.
Just-
Yeah.
Stop stopping shit. You're being weird. Play the song.
Yeah,
My bitch put on his
Yeah.
pink wig. All right.
Yeah.
Who would be a dream guest for our show? Who do you think, Danny?
I'm gonna say Kid Fury. I've been following him for a while, and I really do love him on the read as well as his podcast, Furious Thoughts. And I just would love to sit down and talk to him. He's very charismatic. I just think he would be a great guest.
Okay.
I got a burp coming. Can you ask him?
Mark, who would be
Authentic.
Mine would be Joe Budden.
Mm.
I want him to come on here. I want him to invite me to his.
Yes.
Like, it's a partnership.
Yeah.
Like, I think he would be he'd be like really fun. Probably the most fun.
I love the Joe Budden.
I think so too. I think that his podcast is really good. The person that I would choose is one of his guest hosts, which is Mona.
Mm.
Y'all know that I adore that woman so much. That is like a big sister or a big cousin. It's very parasocial, if you will. Like, I admire her a lot.
I actually think she's a really good representation of like
Philadelphia.
Philly. Well,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
funny because outside of Philly, people associate Philly with her. Like in
Mhm.
Atlanta, like when people are asking me questions about our jargon, they typically reference her.
Mm.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine would be Kiki Palmer. I feel like she would be very fun.
Kiki
She
Palmer
too
would
would
be
be
very
fun.
funny. She's
I
a
can see
Virgo
that.
too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, Duran Bernard. I've seen a couple of his interviews, and he
Mhm.
seems very fun too.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can learn something from him.
Duran is definitely smart as fuck. I enjoy watching all his interviews that he has done. The little interview run that he did and like podcasts and stuff like that. They have all been like super entertaining, but also educational.
Yeah.
Can I add a second one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the host of Poor Minds. I would
Lex?
like to see Lex
Oh,
and
oh,
Drake.
You
both?
could, I'm about to say,
Yes.
bring them both on here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like-
I would love
like-
both of them too.
I have a question I want to ask them.
A key.
What question? Maybe they'll see this.
So it was this thing online where this girl, she likes seeing gay shit.
Mm.
Like she likes like
Gay
men on
sex.
men action. Yeah.
Like
She
porn.
Cuber.
So I would want to see their opinions on that. Like what they think about that?
You know, it's funny. I'm almost certain that they've answered that on one of their episodes too. I'm almost certain that Lex said that she likes it because she's fucking insane in the membrane. But that would be a funny question to ask them on our show.
Which one is
Yeah.
Lex?
All right.
Okay.
No, because I
Um,
find one of them very attractive.
I feel like Drea is the one that has the thicker.
Well, they're both very
Southern
attractive.
accent.
Drea's the dark skinned one.
Which one talks like?
They both kinda dark, man.
"Yes, like,
Drea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one that's cute.
Um.
They both cute.
All right. And lastly, what's you guys' favorite thing about our show?
Shooting the shit with my niggas.
Period.
Period.
Yeah. Talking
Period.
shit. Like, I look forward to this every week. It's just real organic. It's organic.
It's organic.
It's organic. We just be
Hi.
talking shit. It's very authentic. And it's fun. It's like a group project. I like that.
It is. This is the only group project that I've thrived in my entire life.
A+.
Like, no shit.
Outside of school,
Yeah.
even in school.
Even in school. I was a terrible member in group projects.
That was the good one. I was the one that was doing the most, and
You ain't
I
do
didn't
nothing.
I
do
wasn't.
it. Like
You ain't do shit, did
pissing
you?
me off.
No. But that's why I didn't like group projects, because I know I didn't want to do shit. And I should only be held accountable for myself and not wanting to do shit. But here, I feel like, I bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying?
You bring the
You
table.
bring a lot.
Thank
To
you,
the
man.
table.
You bring a lot to the table.
The table.
Thank you.
The table.
Thank you. How about you, Mark?
So for me, especially since I've moved, I just have to say it literally it's a reason to communicate,
Yeah.
if that
Mhm.
makes sense. Like,
Mhm.
I don't talk to everyone as much as I used to, especially because I am dividing my time between here in Atlanta. So trying to make community down here while trying to keep community up here is exhausting.
Mhm.
Like, sometimes I don't talk to nobody.
Nobody.
But I don't want to say forces, but it gives me the opportunity to make sure that three of the people who I hold closest to me, I have to communicate with.
Right.
So for me, like, it doesn't feel like a chore, but it's kind of like, it's like the job you like. It's like,
Yeah.
I gotta go, but I like it here.
Right.
You know,
Y'all niggas be trying to call out, though.
Because like
They
some
do.
things-
I do. I'm gonna call out.
You want a cookie?
Yes, give me my motherfucking perfect
Employee
attendance.
I'm gonna call out. We
certificate.
gonna talk to HR. I need.
I'm the only one with perfect attendance.
No,
actually.
you're not.
Yes,
Atlanta,
I
bitch.
am.
Well,
Maine-
not
Maine
to
did
everything.
all of them.
You haven't been to every
Maine?
meeting.
Oh yeah, because I fell asleep that one day.
Yeah. I'm the only one with perfect
We had a good
attendance,
meeting that
actually.
day.
First of all, that's just a meeting. I thought we was talking about an actual episode.
I
Yeah.
talk about it all.
Oh,
I have another quick question, though.
Okay, what?
Has anything negative come about this podcast for anybody?
like since doing it.
I can go
Yes.
first. I don't think so. Not for me. I think
Mm.
sometimes, what's the most like interesting part about doing this show? I feel like I be trying to gauge when niggas tell me that they listen to our show and like they be trying to like ease their way in using our show. I be like, are you really listening?
All right.
Or are you just trying to get some?
Oh,
Because it's working.
It is.
Both of them.
And make sure you subscribe and rate it
okay.
because we need
5
that.
stars.
Do you need that?
But no, in all honesty, I don't think that no real negative thing has come for me from doing the show. I enjoy doing our show.
I wouldn't say anything negative. I think some things I don't like is like, your hoes be watching and then they be
They
like,
do be watching.
You said this and you said that, and how come you don't be doing this? And I'm just like,
And they know you cancelable.
who the fuck told you to watch my show?
Right.
Do something else. But thanks for watching at the same time.
They watch it because they find it entertaining. No matter how much they disagree with you,
Right.
they can't stop watching you, and that's also a good thing.
Yeah. Also, I
To me.
could have did without like a couple arguments
On
and
the show.
attitudes.
Oh, you know what? That is my worst part of this
Show.
Me too.
Honestly, I would have thought it would have been more arguments for real, and more attitudes.
I don't. Okay, I don't think that it would have been more. I don't think it would have been.
I'm
I
not
don't think it
saying
would have been
necessarily
more,
just from you,
but I do. I will say.
I'm sorry, I never thought it was about me. What are you talking about?
What you mean?
you don't be getting no attitudes.
No,
Excuse me?
I think we all get attitudes.
I don't be getting.
Danny, what's your favorite negative part?
Super negative. I would have to agree with Maine. I feel like you just
About what?
not that part.
Oh.
Calm down, Daddy show. About just
Yeah.
extra attention from other people who I like to be mysterious. I like to go, like to be real okay.
Incognito.
So this has kind of made that a little bit more difficult, which I'm not 100% mad about, but just
Who exactly are you hiding from?
next question, Tamika.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Well,
well,
Well, what do I be getting an attitude about? I have to let it go.
what don't you be getting an attitude about?
That's a good point. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into topic one because I'm done talking about that shit.
yikes. Topic one.
Mark,
All
Child.
right. Happy anniversary. Okay. So, actually, yesterday, J.O. Knockout states that he made $15K this month off of scamming gay men. How exactly did he scam? No, I'm not sure. I don't even know what this man does, to be honest.
I'm almost certain that like
He's a
sells,
content creator.
Yeah,
But the question I want to propose today is why do so many gay men fetishize straight men? When I think about the one particular person actually comes to mind when I think about this though, and it's Marshall Price.
Mm.
So here's the thing:
content fire.
when it comes to
Wait, is he straight?
who-
Yes.
yes, sure, yes.
Okay.
Let me be the change I want to see.
Because why are you
Yes,
sucking
he's
the
straight.
dildo?
Okay.
But I say good for J.O. Knockout.
Right.
I personally am not interested. I personally don't care about the pandering. So like what's the man's name? Flashman Wades,
Yes.
the Flashman
Mhm.
Wades of the
Big
world,
butt.
the Marshall Prices of the world,
Big boy.
the
Big
J.O. Knockouts of the world. And mind you, they wanted to start calling this boy ugly and all this other like foolishness when in reality, it's not be mad at him because he stated a fact that the boy made $15K because y'all keep putting money in his pocket.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Because one of the things he did say is, regardless if y'all think I'm ugly or not, I'm straight, and for whatever reason, y'all fetishize straight men, so y'all still give me your money.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like, well, I'm never going to knock a hustle.
That part.
But is he straight? Because I thought he was paying.
Straight pan, what he did say is, you gay niggas just giving me y'all
Are
money.
easy.
Y'all running
Are
it up.
easy. You're an easy
Yeah.
target. And
It's a look.
y'all are an easy target because y'all too horny. You're too horny.
You know
I'm
what?
breaking the fourth wall.
I
You're
wanna-
too horny. Like,
I wanna. I ain't gonna lie, Marshall Price kind of.
Sure.
yes.
So if Marshall Price got online tomorrow and said, I made, I'm pretty sure he made twice as much as his
Yeah.
knockout
Not
nigga.
3 times.
If
So if he
not
got
triple.
online and said,
Yeah.
I made $1 million off you niggas and you will never see me, some of y'all gonna be like, sure. And some people are gonna be really butthurt about it because the thing is I feel like it's also giving be quiet
Yeah.
because you don't want to fuck your money up,
Mhm.
right? So to say I'm out here scamming, it's just like, okay, so you don't want to continue to make that money. So I do think that's kind of stupid, but outside of that, make your money.
I don't know. I think I agree. You know, gay niggas is easy or whatever. The amount of like gay baiting content that we see has increased like tenfold. From
Real bad.
like Instagram, Twitter, like TikTok, you see it everywhere. But I feel like there's only one demographic that's buying into it. I mean, it's gay baiting for a reason, and it's
Because they
us.
easy.
But I feel like it's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to pay for it. Why the fuck y'all sending these niggas money?
In this economy,
Well, I mean, they probably also like are subscribing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not subscribed
Right.
to
It's
a
like a
motherfucking
million
Why are you
ways-
thing.
sending these niggas money?
I'm not paying for no OnlyFans.
I didn't say that.
You said, why are they sending the money?
I just said, why are y'all sending the money or paying for their content?
Right. I also think it's probably a lot of men who. Ooh.
What? Say it
Shut
with your toes.
Huh?
Never mind.
Go.
Right.
I don't be sending people money.
Not you.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
All right.
Do people be sending
Who
you
be
money
sending
for your
people-
content?
For his content?
I don't have
Oh.
content.
Period.
He is a con. Oh, never mind.
What's going on? What are we doing?
I want to get back on topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say I'm going to zoom out and say that all men are just horny. Like,
Yes.
because the same thing is prevalent in like the heterosexual community where like there are men who, I think, who was it, Bella Thorne or no, one of them other girls, when she turned 18, they maxed her shit out because they just want to see.
Oh,
like,
that was a bad baby.
yeah, there we go. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for,
$50.
for nothing. Like, as soon as she became of
what was it,
age.
she made $1 million in a day?
Yeah.
Exactly, because like
Crazy.
niggas is just horny.
That's
They-
pedophilia because people was thinking that
Absolutely.
she was still 16.
Absolutely. And I also think that
Are we touching on that today?
No.
No.
Damn.
Another,
Okay.
another demographic we're not talking about are men who may be interested in men but aren't out. So like they could be DL, they could be like closeted, they could be married. They're not just gay out men who are probably lining his pockets as well because they see something they like, whether they want to talk about it or not,
Yes,
and they're gonna pay for it.
I think also, I think hypersexuality is a recurring theme in this topic and the next one that we're going to talk about. But I just think that it's okay to not be as horny. And also, y'all niggas just need to start buying toys.
And stop calling these niggas ugly because it doesn't matter if they ugly. Y'all
Or
still gonna be
not.
buying their content if they have big dicks. Like, if we being for real. Because the
Well.
same shit was said about what's that guy
Oh,
named?
top tops.
Top Tops. Y'all was calling him hideous and shit. Motherfucker still want to be on camera collabing with him, and y'all still paying for his content. So
I mean,
Somebody's lying.
You can think again. You can think they're unattractive, sure, but it don't have nothing to do with the price of rice because y'all still giving them their money.
Come on, price of
Right.
rice. I just think that stop giving them the niggas your money. You know, I'm not
I
saying
mean,
that.
don't knock their.
I mean, but why are you giving them your money though? I don't get it.
You said
I
keep-
really don't understand
You
that
said
part.
keep it in your community.
Yeah, especially because
They
a
are.
lot of their content be free online. Like if you really wanted to see it, you could find it for free.
We're gonna put the link in the bio.
Put the
We
link in
not-
the bio.
y'all gonna have to pay me for the link. Fuck that.
Oh,
But yeah, I don't know. Just stop. You don't gotta give them niggas your money. You should be giving your money to somebody in your own community.
I would just
That's
just
neither
pay
here nor
attention
there.
because they
Give it to
they
us.
do these things and then they throw it back in your face once they made X amount of money. Like,
Yeah.
I got y'all.
I also feel like that's why they call them ugly. I feel
Because they
it's like
mad, like they be the
salty,
ones that
yes.
bought it. Like, damn,
But
I gave you $200.
I think also it ties into the conversation about like masculinity versus femininity. I think that there are a lot of feminine niggas who content that you could be buying, you don't want to subscribe to that. You would rather, and then this is the other thing, right? For the niggas that be gay baiting and you know selling mass content, them niggas prices for their content be a little high. And when I mean on the higher side, I mean like $20 and up.
know your worth.
Period. But also, it's other niggas out here that's selling their shit for $5,
That's swap
$10.
meet.
Are they femme?
They say cheaper is not better.
So we agree that there's this over attraction for masculinity in our community.
Yeah.
It's something. It's very similar to what Sean Ross talked about a few weeks ago when he talked
Yes.
about like how just our community is dying because everything is being painted mask. You know what I mean? Like no one is celebrating the femininity in our shit anymore. Everything is overly masculine. And it's like, listen, at the end of the day, like I understand that, you know, we're still men. So whatever. But I do think that like we touched on this a few weeks ago, everything was like just a little bit more gayer when we was
Yeah.
younger. I don't know. We're losing recipes.
Weird.
But
Me personally,
how can we fix that though? Because a lot of times femme men are coming for other femme men.
you mean like feminine men hating themselves?
Yes.
Internalized like
Each other.
phobia.
I don't think that is that they
They talk down on
it's
it.
just giving my business. Because again, like if I'm, it's not to say that a super feminine person can't want another feminine guy. It's just that it's I look at it like yin and yang, right? I don't think only thing I could really use is myself, right? I don't think in my relationship I feel like we're two men, right? Bam's a guy, I'm a guy. Bam has a certain amount of masculinity, as do I. But the yin and yang is I feel like he does exude a lot more femininity than I do, right? I love it, right? But he can show up as both, but he tends to show up a lot more docile. Me, on the other hand, it's the opposite, but it works. I feel like a feminine man wanting the yin to his yang is not a bad thing. I just don't think men wanting masculinity is a bad thing. I just feel like the performing of it is
Yeah.
what is annoying. And it's funny because there was a girl online saying that it's the same. It's funny because I guess I never really take it to the other side of things. But there was a girl online saying that there are people who want women to perform femininity.
Yeah.
And I never think about that, right? Like I never think that that's a problem for them because in my mind, women always give it up.
Right.
But in a very lesbian environment, she was just like, there are women who show up masked, right? Not presenting, not none of that. That's just how they show up. So to ask them to perform femininity just seems strange because it's just like that's not them. And for whatever reason, I just feel like women always got a better hold on their shit because I feel like they kind of get it, right? Like it's the outside world telling them what they need to be, but in their own bubble, they're like, no, like we get it. And for whatever reason, in our bubble, we are all over the place. It's like some of us get it, and the ones that do great, but for the most part, most of us are just like all over the place.
I think that you hit the nail on the head with that one. It's really, I don't know. I'm tired of it. Like I don't want to beat a dead horse because I know that we talk about this topic quite often about like masculinity versus femininity. But I am very tired of the overperformance. If that's who you are at your heart, cool. But because like you said, there's not a problem with being masculine. Are there some of y'all, a lot of y'all that are overperforming? Yes. It's the same when it's the same. This is no shade, but it's the same when y'all say like y'all hate twerking tops. This doesn't make any fucking sense. Like it doesn't make any sense
said
because
that?
at their
Shut the
core,
fuck up.
Who said that?
at their core, they're still gay niggas. So like,
Right.
why are we putting limits on that shit? I don't know. Like when I was a kid, I used to think that gay people were like into infinity and beyond. Like there was no once you like came out, it was like there was this open universe for you to not limit yourself and to not be your people and your community would not be overcritical over you. But now it just feel like we're criticizing every single thing and we're so zoomed in on like what other people are doing 24/7. I want everybody to shut the fuck up a little bit.
Could you imagine
A lot.
going through all these years hiding who you are only to finally feel liberated enough to be who you are, just to get into that community and for them to say no, actually continue to do the thing that you were doing when you
Right.
were hiding, is insane.
Well, some people should hide.
Ooh.
Elaborate.
Here you go.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But I feel like there's somebody out there for everybody.
I agree.
I
Yeah,
do
for
too,
sure.
That doesn't
honestly.
mean go back and hide. That means that person is not for you. Continue to be yourself and want the people that want you. You
Everyone.
wouldn't have to
That's-
hide. There's somebody. They're gonna find you.
That's
You
tea.
know, I feel like that's very similar to a conversation I just seen as well. The chemistry versus compatibility conversation.
Hmm.
I feel like you can have chemistry with a lot of people. That doesn't necessarily mean that y'all are compatible. Like all of us in this room have chemistry, you know what I mean? But I don't think that any of us are relationship compatible with each other at all. And I think that when you start to dive a little deeper into yourself and you start to realize what actually works for you and what doesn't, especially through experience, because a lot of us, including myself, just keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again. I just kind of think that, you'll learn.
I would hope you will learn throughout your experiences.
Not everybody do.
Everybody don't.
Everybody do.
But everything to me is a learning experience. I've learned from each and every one of my situations. I've learned from.
Same.
But I feel like that's why you probably excel in a lot of life, because it doesn't take you too long to catch it. You know what I mean? Some people got a, what they say, a hard head make a soft ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Niggas' asses are mush. Like soft.
So
So
baby food.
I know somebody with a hard ass,
Oh.
like cement.
ooh.
Cement is crazy.
Well,
All right. You
And
know
they don't
what?
be learning either. So
And with that being said, let's go on and move on to the second topic. Denny,
Yes.
bring us in.
So today I want to ask you boys, do you think casual sex is killing the dating pool? Like, is people being just having sex with other people, like hookup culture within itself, the reason why the dating pool isn't doing so well, or why it's hard to date?
can I start?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we think it is.
Mhm.
I don't think that's what it actually is.
come on, me. A gospel.
Like casual sex should not fuck up anything that you have going on, because dating and being in a relationship shouldn't just be about sex.
Yeah, I agree.
Honesty is maybe the root. Transparency. People lie. People are sneaky about it. But if you are upfront, you might not get, who you like intend to get in the beginning, because people have different goals and views on how they see relationship and dating. But you will, like I said about the film guys, you will find your person and it will be easy in the gay world if you honest about that shit. Like, yeah, I just want to be casual. I think I say it in front of y'all all the time. You never know what you gonna get if you be honest about like what you want.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say I want this thing and they act like they want something else. And now I'm like, okay, I was expecting this from you and you're pissing me off and you're insulting me, when you could have just said, I just want to have sex and that's it. And then we could have did that and I would have went about my business. So I don't think it's casual sex. I think it's the root, which is like honesty and transparency.
Yeah.
I think that you make a valid point about people not being honest about wanting to date when really they just really want to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think that sometimes hypersexuality in men is definitely killing why a lot of people, whether you're straight or gay, are not experiencing success in dating. I think that like when you see an attractive person, right? And I'm not
fuck them.
exactly, and that's what I mean. Instead of like envisioning yourself like being with this person or like seeing yourself, me, I'm a delusional bitch. And if I see somebody that I find attractive, I immediately start planning our life together.
Mhm.
I don't necessarily always, because I'm not saying that I'm exempt from this, because I do the same thing sometimes as well. But I do think that it's a case by case situation. every single man that you see, you don't have to sexualize them or visualize you fucking them either, or visualize them naked. I just think
Why they look
that
good?
I just think that sometimes I think that sometimes the hypersexuality in men is too prevalent. And
Yeah.
I think that they let it control their world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I
definitely
agree.
think that
Actually,
you let your horniness rule exactly or you let your horniness rule your entire world instead of exploring the opposite side of things.
Yeah.
Now, I also recognize that everyone does not want a relationship. I understand that and I recognize that. However, I just think that turn the horniness down.
I
You
agree.
don't gotta
Like,
fuck
all
everybody.
jokes aside, like some
No bullshit.
people they do be too horny,
Mhm.
and I feel like if you just stay home and beat your meat,
Oof.
you will not make a lot of mistakes.
Post my clarity.
Speaking from experience, just like let me just be my meat and see how I feel after
Cause I ain't gonna
have
let go.
solved me from a lot of like stupid shit.
Facts.
I know
Yeah.
we're taking that chat. I want to piggyback back off of what you just said because I feel like I agree. I feel like oftentimes it's a lack of control, a lack of self control more so, where people aren't. Sorry, he's just right to me a little bit. People aren't being real about like not what they want, but more so like the fact that they can't control themselves, and they need to just start practicing that more diligently. Like
And get
staying
to the root
home.
of like
Exactly.
why do you feel like you need to fuck on everything and everybody?
Exactly. And I feel like that's kind of the point that I was making. I just think that there's a lack of there feels like there's a lack of self-control a lot these days. I also think that the amount of access that we have to people is also ruining this shit too. Like think
Mhm.
about like how many hookup apps there are today compared to 5-10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like it feels like you can at the tip of your fingers just go and fuck anybody.
Mhm.
I mean, it doesn't feel like it. That's the case. You know what I mean? Especially in our community, I feel like we'll link. Not we, but there are people in our community that will link up with a man that they just met 5 minutes ago, and then they get the fucking. And then listen, this is not to shame them or anything like that, because also I want to bring up something. I'm all over the place. Excuse me, but a lot of you bitches also think that sex positivity is sex positivity is starting to mask y'all being whores. Let's just call a thing a thing.
Oh.
I think that some of the people that we share community with think that by labeling themselves sex positive, that means that they can have sex with anybody that they want to. You can fuck whoever you want to, but I think that you're choosing the wrong label for yourself. I would not call you sex positive. I would just call you a whore.
How would you describe sex positivity?
I think that I would describe sex positivity as a person that is liberated in their sexual life,
But not too liberated.
but with limitations.
If I could just
I
combat that a
feel
little
like,
bit,
what?
because I feel like we're all sex positive, all four of us.
Mhm.
And speaking on it,
Sometimes we're whores, though.
yeah, sometimes.
Strictly.
But speaking on it, people would assume like people have assumed that like, oh, I would thought you'd be fucking like 3 or 4 times a week, and I'm like, I don't even fuck
Excuse
3 or
me?
4 times a month. Just because I'm saying like,
Oh.
just because I'm saying I want that and I'm gonna go get that, and I'm like, and I'm honest about it, it doesn't make me like being sex positive doesn't make you a hoe either.
It
I
doesn't.
don't think
Is
so
where I'm
either.
where I'm
I don't
getting
know.
at.
I feel
But
like
it's okay
I'm
to be a
more
hoe.
on Maine's end of things. I feel like if you ask for, if you are in tune with what it is you want, and if you are in tune with yourself as a person, you can have the things you desire.
Mhm.
There
Period.
are everybody don't want the same thing. There are people out here who want monogamy. You have to find the people who want that.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is with men in particular, and this is across the diaspora though, gay, straight, don't matter. I want to do what I want to do, but you gotta sit your ass down,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not how life works.
Yeah.
So what I applaud are people who can say, you know what, I do want to do a thing, but you might run across somebody who you actually really, really fuck with, And if they too really want to do a thing, and if you're honest enough to say, hey, sure, I want to be out here a little bit, but when I think about building a life, you know what I mean? Like when I think about merging my situation with somebody else's, I see that being you. But this is the caveat to that.
Yeah.
If you say it out loud, you will find a person who says, you know what, this is fine with me. You can go around calling them both force, but who cares? Because they got each other.
Right.
And at the end of the day,
You don't got nobody.
I don't
nobody.
want, but
We'll learn when
also me saying that people. First of all, let's make something very clear. I'm not clocking whoever anybody fucks. I really don't give a fuck. I've been participating in our community for long enough to know that everybody fucking on each other. I don't care. This is not to shame the whores either. Like I said, bitch, I'm a whore too. We all, you know what I mean? What I'm saying though is I think that hypersexuality is a problem overall with men, like you said, across the diaspora.
all over.
I think that since we were kids or since we were young men, it has always been understood that we were supposed to be hypersexual. We're supposed to fuck everything that comes our way. Or like, it's very normalized for us to be, I don't want to say like open with our sexuality, but like
More
to
expressive, yeah.
be like liberated sexually.
Not necessarily.
But I don't, because what I was about to say was I don't think that same kind of grace or like that same mentality is placed onto women either.
It's
No,
not.
but also there are a shit ton of biases between the two. You
Mhm.
get what I mean? So to your point, just to take it a step further, sure, we're taught a certain thing, but we're taught that in the aspect of like girls. You get what I mean? When young men are growing and doing a thing, it's just like you got your little girlfriend, but your daughter can't have a little boyfriend.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Like we tell our men to spread their seed far and wide instead of telling them to sit their asses down, right? Boosie gets a prostitute for his little son, right?
Mm.
But tells his daughter, no, like,
He gonna
bitch,
cuss us out.
what is you doing?
Okay.
Huh?
I'll be Boosie ass.
Right. Like,
Like there are so many, but then there is a ongoing conversation right now about men being bisexual.
mhm.
And the funny thing about that is there's so much disdain around bisexual gay men, whereas bisexual men, and let me clarify, gay men and bisexual men are a very different breed of people.
Yes.
Because as not bisexual, I don't want to fuck. I just don't want it. You get what I mean? And I do feel like girls is really, or the outside of this community really needs to understand that beat is really important because
Yeah.
like I don't want that.
Mhm.
I don't want that. That's the differentiator right there. Like I'm not even looking that way. And on some demisexual type shit, if the energy is right, maybe it could be attractive, but like the goal is not that.
Yeah.
Whereas though for a bisexual man, it's the fluidity to be able to just like what you like. And the thing is, girls can be bisexual. We don't shame women for liking women.
That's a fact.
If you are just on some like, but God says, or like whatever your own personal views are, and you just think as a whole is bad, sure. But like for the most part, women being bisexual is not like a thing.
Mhm.
We find it sexy. We find girl on girl porn to be whatever, like blah blah blah. But to men, it's just like,
celebrated.
it's shame. It's
Mhm.
all this shame, even down to trans. I watched something where they were asking, you know who Ash Lath is, Puerto Rican transgender man.
What's his
No.
name?
I think so.
I think is Ash
Maybe if I've
Lath.
seen a picture.
Is he
Been
like
modeled
buff?
before?
Yes.
I thought it was
Model.
like Lakeith or something.
Something like, I'm sorry if I'm fucking your name up too, but
We've been drinking on.
but he did an interview and they were asking him, does he think there is does he have why is the words not coming to me? I think it is the liquor. But basically, does he see, is there advantage to
Mhm.
being like a trans man? And this the misogyny behind it all, right? He's
Mhm.
like, yes. right? Like as a trans man, like I don't get a lot of the slack that a trans woman would get, right? A female transitioning into a male,
It's
that
not as
transition,
heavy as
first of all,
a.
as men, we're not telling them they can't use a different bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
We're not
Yeah.
telling
Yeah.
it's just not a lot of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas though when a man transitions into a woman, it's a whole fucking ordeal.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So just the way that men are bred, just the way that we are taught from inception all the way up until adulthood, we are taught so many things, so many toxic things that by
Mhm.
the time we get to this point, right, we're wondering like, well, why do we think this?
Yeah.
We only took all those things that were placed on us and just equated it to men. That's it, right? So all that take your seed and spread it far and wide, we said sure, but just not with women. We're just gonna do that amongst each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's really the only difference.
Yeah.
Well, people pushing the seeds out when we do it with each other.
Oh.
So they're not having babies and stuff.
You said push it out.
So
What is the show?
I don't know, but back to the original question, I think sometimes it's impactful to I think sometimes it's impactful to dating lives. Absolutely. Especially because sometimes in our community it also feels like, and I know I hear both you and Maine about date who you like, you know what I mean? Date the person that has the same intention as you. However, when everybody is just out here dating to fuck, then it's like, where do I fit into that equation?
Yeah.
You find somebody that's not dating to fuck. They
It just feels like in 2026 it's very far and wide.
Are you on Christian
I'm
Mingle?
sorry, Slim.
Look, are you on Christian Mingle? Does
Girl.
Christian Mingle have a gay section? Look, I don't know.
They're
Oh,
Christians.
That's a great
You wanna
question.
start
That
talking
is a
about
good
gay
question.
religion? Cut this part out. I don't want to talk about that.
No, that's a good
I just
question.
don't listen. I don't know what. Only thing I'm saying is it exists. The funny thing is, growing up, I used to be like, I don't want to meet whoever I'm meant to be with on the app.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was my own thing, and I feel like I manifested that, right? Like I'm like, it's a million people in the world. That could be my own hopeless romantic kind of situation, but I was like, I want to meet my nigga at the supermarket, or just out. I want us to have like dialogue. I want us to just realize that we were into the same things. And the funny thing is, that's how I met all my boyfriends. Like it was always either I was introduced to them or I met them somewhere, but it was always like a little story behind it, and I always loved it because I'm just like, oh, I have a thing that I can tell my kids, or
Yeah.
like,
I think that you're 100% right about that, but you're also talking about because you met Bam 10 years ago, right? You're also talking about different timelines, you know? And I feel like as society, it feels like, and I'll even put myself in the same category. I don't feel like everyone is outgoing as they once were and like talking in a supermarket or like wanting to meet somebody just like while they're out and about, whether it's at a social event, club, whatever you want to call it. I don't think that that's as common as it once was a few years ago. I think that it's very common to meet a person that you're dating or your partner off of an app. Whether it doesn't necessarily have to be like a dating app, but like Instagram and Twitter, like all that shit came as fucking dating apps now.
Yeah.
I had a nigga DM me on TikTok.
Oh.
I found out he was AI. It was so unfortunate. He was fine.
What?
AI.
But
Yeah.
the point that I'm
Pay
making
attention.
is
Scamming.
the point that I'm making
What's
is
in Atlanta?
I think that it was easy for that kind of interaction and it was organic for that kind of thing to happen 10 years ago. I don't think
Mhm.
that it's the same in 2026.
I
I'm not
agree with
saying that
that.
it can't happen. Like I'm not saying if it can or if it can't. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what people want to do, right?
Mhm.
But what I'm saying is with all the different ways that you can meet somebody, if I'm coming with my own set of standards, with my own set of things, if I see my life being a certain kind of way,
Mhm.
then I move in that direction, right? But if I start to if I veer away from that path, if I want a certain thing but start indulging in everything else around it, then my actions kind of diminish that message.
Mm.
I'm not going to get what I want because I am not in tune with what I want. I'm in tune with everything else.
So okay, so to a rebuttal to that is, are you saying like you feel like if you are trying to intentionally date, that you should not be having casual sex?
What I'm saying, I'm not saying that
Okay.
actually, because I mean sometimes you need what you need.
No, you're not
So I'm
saying
not
that.
saying that at all. But what I am saying is,
I'm down.
while you're out here having it though,
Mhm.
don't question why you can't find what you're looking for. You get what I mean? Like if I am out here having casual sex and I'm wondering why I can't find a boyfriend, it's because my boundaries are too lenient. They're too simple.
I
I
don't
got
know.
two-
I
two
disagree with that
responses.
because I feel like you gotta. It's a response to your needs, right? Like I think that the amount of casual sex, if you're trying to date intentionally, the amount of casual sex that you're having should be definitely limited, right?
Mhm.
But like, let's just say, bitch, you've been trying to intentionally date for 8 months or whatever. That 7th month, I'm going to go ahead and get me some dick. Fuck what we talking about? Like, we gonna take a pause on this. We're gonna take a break on this. I'm picking this back up tomorrow, but tonight I gotta get that.
I
I
feel
need
like
that.
you could have casual
Sure.
sex and still be serious about dating.
I
Like,
agree.
you don't take
I-
those people that you. For me, I know if I could date you or not in the early beginnings. That does not mean that we will not be having sex, because I can separate sex from if I actually like you. And sometimes it's better for me if we just go ahead and do the do before I get to know you, because once I get to know you and you're a shitty person or you fucking annoying, I'm not going to be sexually attracted to you, which is annoying. Y'all said something else about the app. For me, you're not going to get the same person in person every single time. I don't even look approachable, so they say. So I look approachable online.
It depends.
You can go ahead and DM me,
Mhm.
and you don't see if I got a bitch face or not, because I'm DMing you and I'm being nice, and I'm probably you can't see my face. You don't think that I have an attitude or nothing.
But you
So-
also don't think that's because online niggas be having the heart of gold. Like niggas be warriors online.
Yeah.
Things that people can do, things
I
that people
actually
do
think
online,
that-
they don't do in real life. So
But the same
you could
way-
still seem unapproachable online, but niggas have the balls online to say what's up to you. They don't give a fuck, because
That's what
the least you can do to their Sasuke Abby is say go away,
Sasuke
right?
Abby. I think that you're actually more
But it could be the
approachable in person, because I feel like online you're way more mysterious.
I think so too,
Yeah.
actually.
But the same thing that you said, somebody can appear happy-go-lucky and easy to approach, and in the early beginnings, they seem like they're this person, but once you actually get to know them, they're a narcissist. So I feel like whether
Or they
it's in
don't have no
person,
personality.
yeah, whether it's in person or via on an app, like you still kind of rolling the same dice for real,
and
until like some time has passed.
Danny, I feel like we haven't really heard from you on this topic. What do you think?
So I know the original question was about
Bill.
casual sex and all of that, but you mean as far as like the recent?
Do you feel like casual sex is ruining the dating scene?
As I said before, I think it ends up being a thing of lack of control. As far as ruining it, I would say no. I agree with you as far as like there needs to be a middle ground of like too much versus not enough. I say get a friends with benefits, have one person that you can go to for that if you're in the process looking for something long term. I'm a hopeless romantic, so the way I date is different. So like, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't call myself a hopeless romantic, but I also feel like
You can be.
Yeah.
Thank you. I I don't know.
I feel like you are. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I think. But do you feel like, as I'm asking y'all as individuals, not just speaking for the entire like all men, do you feel like at a certain point in time you felt like you had got done all like hoeing, like all your casual sex, you felt like you had all of the casual sex that you needed to have, and like now it was time to get serious about dating? Do you feel like that ever happened for you, or do you feel like that ever occurred where like you were like, you know what? Enough is enough. It's time for me to lock down with a nigga.
Every time I have a whole moment, I think that, and then like
Every time?
like I don't want to be gay no more. That shit was
Wait,
nasty.
no, I didn't say no.
Who said
I'm
that?
not-
Child, I like being
You said what? You said. Can you ask the question again?
I'm saying, after, do you feel like there was a time in your life that once you got done, because and I'm not trying to be offensive. You've had a lot of casual sex, yes, in your entire life. I'm not talking about recently or nothing like that.
You've
But
had your
period,
fair
right?
share.
You've had your fair share. You were loved by many. But do you feel like at a certain point in time in your life, you just felt like, okay, I don't want to do this no more, or I crave more, or I desire more?
Every time I have a nasty like hoe moment, I think that immediately.
You think that like it's time to stop doing this? I'm ready to get married.
Then some time goes on, I'm like,
no, that was
I
fun.
need that again.
I need that again.
Yeah.
This is why I love you. That's how I love for real.
But I think like when I'm like serious with somebody that I
Mhm.
like really like it just naturally like I don't.
It just happens.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
be doing all that. But
Yeah. How about you, Danny?
maybe we could do it together.
I would say like typically I come at it from a point of like it starts a relationship that works its way back, if that makes sense.
You feel like you start at the top and then you
Yeah.
regress.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
So wait, how? I don't understand that.
Usually I'm very relationship oriented, very monogamous. That's just how I operate for the most part. Like constant relationships. I try to take time in between, and I do, and I have had successful periods of time in between. But for the most part, I'm coming at it from a place of like dating first, and then what happens is it might end up being in a place where I'm not dating, and then casual sex can happen. If that makes sense, I feel like I'm not answering the question.
I understand what you're saying.
You're doing it backwards.
Yeah,
Exactly. I was about to
get it.
say you dive head first into relationships, and excuse me if I'm not using the proper language, but if they don't work, then you start to hoe, and then you get tired of hoe, and then
Or-
you jump right into another relationship.
Or do you think about wanting a hoe?
both.
Oh,
Is
bitch, I
Is
know
it
what
something
you
that
doing.
Is it something that switches for you to think that like y'all arguing a lot or they like pissed you off?
It depends. It's more so. It could be like a needs being met thing. It could be mainly that usually. But if I'm happy,
So- So if you taken
it
care
kinda goes out
of,
of
you
my-
good.
straight. Actually, I don't think it takes a lot to like check my boxes. Honestly,
Y'all know
That's
MB
right.
told me that if you get cheated on, it's your fault.
Who said that?
Okay,
That
hold
sounds
on.
toxic.
Hold on one second, Mark. How do you feel about it?
I got my nigga. Like
No, right. But I'm saying, like,
Generally.
I was about to say, in general, like, do you feel like you were monogamous? Do you feel like you had a whole era and then you was just like, okay, it's enough of this?
I'm a serial monogamous. I've
Okay.
I've only
You should get a t-shirt
really
made.
had boyfriends. Like
Okay.
literally
Serial monogamous? That'd be a great t-shirt.
when I felt comfortable enough to finally like my first boyfriend was like 18, 17, 18. After that, I don't really think I dated. I just was I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I wasn't having sex either. Like I was just out here.
Yeah.
Right. Around like 21, I had my next boyfriend. That relationship lasted for about 4 or 5 years. Then I had another boyfriend that lasted for another 4 or 5 years. And then I have this relationship. And there might have been like little periods of time in between, or like, you break up for a little bit, and in between that time, it might be like a little something happening. But even in those small periods of times, these were still people that I was talking to, getting to know, and then that was starting to become a relationship, and maybe the old thing started to rear its head, and I was just like, oh, maybe I'm not ready for that yet because this thing still exists over here, right?
Yeah.
But it's always been serious. So for me, I'm a connections person. It's hard for me to have casual sex because I need to feel a thing, and most people don't want to feel anything.
That's so funny, because that's actually bringing me to the point of why I asked the question, because I feel like as I got older, that also became me.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I don't feel like I needed
Connection.
Like when I spoke about earlier about getting on an app and meeting somebody in 5 minutes, I do feel like a portion of my life was like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as like dating and sex. But as I got older, there actually needs to be a little bit more conversation. I need to find out, like, yes, physical appearance is cool, but like I need to know if I actually like you for real. If I actually want to fuck you, honestly. Because like you can be fine as you want, but I don't necessarily think that I'm always going to want to fuck you just because you fun either.
And there's a term for that. I don't remember what it is, but there's a term for people who are sexually attracted to connection,
Mhm.
like
Not
to
demi-
intimacy.
Because you mentioned demisexual earlier. What is that again? Remind me.
That's like
Mental.
yeah.
Okay, so like the way you think. Is it sapiosexual?
No, that's if he's smart.
There's like another one.
It is another one.
But I
I
can't
can't
think of
remember
it.
what
Is it
it
asexual?
Well, no.
No.
But
No,
sorry.
I don't want to cut this part out.
That's-
Okay, but so
The
yes,
drinks, the
Yes.
to
Sure.
conclude,
Yes.
I feel like a little transparency because I went through a bunch of like hoeing in my early 20s and late 20s too. I'm at the end of my 20s now. I'm about to be 30, and I've still never been in a serious relationship. So I do feel like I have had all of the casual sex that I've wanted to have. You know what I mean? Like
You ready for
I'm cool.
ready
Yeah.
for a little yin
Yeah,
With connection.
yeah. Take me out this
Yeah.
club.
There's so much world to see.
Let's close the connection.
There's so many
Yes.
niggas to fuck.
I once felt like that. I don't feel like that anymore.
Mm.
I don't.
Yeah.
And sex is also not even at the forefront of my mind anymore. Like I feel like again, like I'm so attracted to connection and chemistry and compatibility. Like sex is great, like it really is. But like I know it's very hard for you to like wrap your mind around the concept of me like dating other men who like label or sexually are bottoms. But if the compatibility is there, then it's there for me.
What
Like
are y'all gonna do?
Stuff.
I feel like you're also you're still putting sex at that forefront, and I'm not ignoring. I'm not.
I know,
ignoring
but that's
sex.
important.
It is. I'm not ignoring sex. I just don't think that it's at the forefront for me. Also, especially because I do not. I'm telling too much about this.
Okay. So for relationships like that to work,
Mhm.
you're not willing to do those things.
hmm
So that's why I always ask, like, what are y'all gonna do? Because
I'll tell you what
y'all
I've done
can-
off camera.
y'all can have the chemistry. Like,
Mhm.
obviously y'all have the chemistry because you know
Mhm.
y'all together. But like,
There are ways around that though, right? Like
There
non-monogamous
are.
situations.
but yeah,
adding
that's what
a
I was
third,
saying.
like,
He's
different
not
things you
willing
can
to do the things that make relationships like that work.
Not in the way that you think.
Yeah.
And I'll leave that there. We'll talk about it more off camera. We gotta get to the couch confession. So y'all already know couch confession is our anonymous segment.
These are couch
You guys
confessions.
can-
That's when I asked everything else.
Copyright. Stop singing.
You guys can write us anonymously. The link is in our bio on all of our social media platforms. Maine, do you want to bring us on our couch confession today?
Speaking about being hoes, freaks, fucking doing all that nasty shit, sinning, raw,
I don't think
Speed it up.
nobody said all that.
watery, wet
Ask the
sex.
question.
What's the wildest, kinkiest fetish someone has ever asked you to do?
I want to go first.
No, because y'all associate me with things.
I said, do you want me
Oh.
to go first?
Oh yeah, go first.
Now I know what yours is.
Somebody asked me to pee on me.
Oh.
Wait, before you drink, did they do it?
No.
Why you said it like you was proud though? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
somebody want to piss on this.
I'm just saying, like, I think that might be like the kinkiest.
Mhm.
I feel like there's no, because I'm into a lot. But like, we really there's a ceiling, right? For everything.
Yeah.
Piss and shit, no, absolutely not. But I think that might have been the freakiest, honestly. That I actually was like, no. There's other stuff that I was like,
Maybe.
no.
I want to hear this because you say I'm very vanilla.
You are very
Well,
vanilla.
you think I'm vanilla.
Because you are.
How you know? You wasn't there shooting with me in the gym?
Because the things that we've talked about.
Because I don't want nobody to spit on me.
Okay, Danny, what's the kinkiest thing that somebody asked you to do?
Put my whole foot in their mouth.
Ooh.
Did you do it?
Yes.
That's not
I
the
know that's
kinkiest.
right.
We're not talking about that right now.
Okay.
So we lying. Take it.
So we lying.
Shut up.
So we lying.
But no, they had a
That's
small
the
mouth, so like
kinkiest.
it was uncomfortable. I didn't.
You don't like your foot sucked? Or because it was the whole foot?
Yeah.
How much of your foot did you get in there? You were a size 13. How big
12.
that nigga mouth open?
Exactly. He had a small mouth. It wasn't comfortable.
Oof.
Okay.
Somebody put my whole foot in their mouth, and I was like, "You're nasty." Like I got flat feet. You got half the fucking foot in there.
Feet ain't
Why?
pretty.
Toes long. Like Don't stop though. But you nasty. You real nasty. It felt
Mark-
good.
Child.
Too much. Somebody wanted to lick my pits, and I thought that was crazy.
Were they white?
No.
Like fresh pits or like after the gym? One of those. Ew.
It's
I can't check that. Just saying.
the gym should just always be crazy to me. But yes, it was that.
After the gym?
Oh, like a little man said.
Not a
Yeah,
little.
but I don't.
It's
I
a
don't-
thing. It's a difference between smelling it and licking it.
I also think that it's a difference between like musty and like your natural
It's
scent.
stinky.
Like, do you stink
Oh.
after the gym?
I don't think so. I feel like sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes it just depends on the day, what's happening.
Okay.
Sometimes the antiperspirant is doing this thing, and sometimes it's
Have
just
you
like,
had sex
I'm
after the
going
gym?
Straight home. So, and then the next thing.
Yep.
And the next.
Oh my god.
Excuse me.
Child, go ahead.
And even though this is not like crazy, but like party, when people be like, "You want a party?" And I
Oh,
just be
Oh,
like,
yes. I've been asked that as well.
You know how dumb I,
I
am?
actually do not want a party
One time I said, yeah, a couple of times.
I did too.
because you didn't know what it meant.
I didn't know
Were
what
you
it
with your-
meant.
I asked
Was you
because
here
the
or was you
context
not?
seemed
In
off.
Jersey?
I think it was like they asked me on an app or something.
It was my days on Jack.
Child.
He was like, "Do you like the party?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I
Like,
was like,
I
sometimes.
party all the time.
Like,
I
not
was
every, like, I don't like always going
I'm
out
talking about
there.
like when we was like outside all the time. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, like I
I
party,
party
all the time.
They was like,
Party
"Oh,
all the
great."
time.
And he was like, okay, you want to come over tonight? Like we could party. And I was like, are you like throwing a party? And he was like, I don't think you know what I mean. And I was like,
I don't.
what do you mean, Tina?
When I was
Turner?
asked, I immediately,
Tina is meth. If y'all didn't know.
I immediately
meth? I
thought
thought it was coke.
something else though because
No.
of the context.
Mhm.
It was giving context clues. It was just like the way you're asking me,
Was
you're
the
not
capital T?
inviting me to one. You're asking me if I do this, and
Mhm.
it's just like, what do you mean by this?
Capital T, snowflake
capital
emoji,
T.
snowman
It's just
emoji,
Tina Snow.
the whole emoji.
That's why I thought it was coke.
Well, because the white is meth. Child.
Meth is white?
I couldn't tell you.
I thought it was like a fluorescent pink.
I can't
I'm
tell.
just-
I
I'm
don't know what
guessing.
none of that is.
No,
One
because I
time-
watched Breaking Bad.
What were you about to say, Danny? Tell us the story.
One time I linked with somebody on an app and I got there and we get into the things and then they're like, do you mind if I just, and he pulled out a pipe. I got the fuck up out of there. So
A what?
Oh my God, the same thing has happened
What's
to me
a
too,
pipe?
but I didn't leave.
he pulled a
Which,
pipe out.
you
A
stayed?
pipe?
Yes.
I heard about that one.
I told you about that, right?
Yeah, I heard.
You
about that.
stayed?
You're a crazy bitch.
He did it with her.
You say you
I
did
did
it?
I did not. But
Did you think about it?
when I was younger,
Child.
Well,
I lived a full life. I didn't do any drugs though. I swear to God, I
you
didn't.
just sat there while they did it.
I did.
Okay.
Did you like?
That's fair.
Okay,
Was that
I didn't get
contact?
into
Did you catch
mine.
contact?
Too
Like,
much.
I did not.
I don't think is that a thing.
I don't know.
We were outside.
Okay, so there was
Yeah.
a breeze.
I
I
was-
was cruising and he was doing crack.
Who was cruising?
Mm.
No, bitch, you putting words in my mouth, and I don't
Were
like
y'all?
that.
Were y'all not outside?
That's not cruising. Cruising, words mean things. We just had an episode about this.
We did.
Okay, so
Mm.
what is it called when you fucking outside?
Voyeurism.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's
You was on a journey.
Yeah, bitch, I've been reading that dictionary.
Y'all both was on a journey. The kinkiest thing. I'll wait. We're gonna do this later.
Excuse
time.
me.
Oh my
Was you just
God.
over
Oh
there
my
with
God, right.
Smoothie ass.
You know what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
The kinkiest thing somebody ever asked me to do was shit on them.
Oh.
And as of recent, the kinkiest thing somebody asked me to do was fart in their mouth.
Oof.
You know I'm gonna do that regardless. So just kidding.
Oh.
But yeah, it's nasty. Any kind of waste.
Production don't know what to say. What? Who asked you to do that?
I'm not gonna say.
Are you gonna tell me on camera?
Please.
No.
Oh my
'Cause he
god.
watching. You want this part cut out. You shouldn't have said it, bitch. You're staying in here.
I'm not gonna
Oh
tell
my
you.
God.
That it.
I want to
You don't
know.
have to now.
Is somebody we know?
Next question, Tamika.
I'm not gonna tell you he said it.
Next question.
All right.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, shit. Hold on.
Literally.
Exactly.
Precisely.
All right. So usually we wrap up here or whatever, but I do want to ask one final question before we get up out of here today. This has been such a fun anniversary episode.
Yes.
Another big shout out to Marc. He came home. We missed this nigga. We got to. We were able to sit down and do this today. We
Shout
found a
out for
studio.
him for doing his job.
Shout-
Shout out to all of us, I guess. Happy to have you, Buki. Are you crying a little bit? Oh.
So before we go, I just want to know, where do y'all want this podcast to go, and how far? How far do y'all want this podcast to
Far and
go?
wide.
I would like it to go as
Why?
far as our happiness keeps it. So nothing that takes us out of the realm of what our comfortability and us liking what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want it to feel like a job. With that being said, I feel like we could still go to the moon.
Marc,
That's good. I'll echo what Maine said. It's the one thing, at least doing creative stuff, like, it is a job. It is a job. We gotta clock in. That's why we talking about calling out, right? Like, we gotta clock in.
Mm-hmm.
there is no PTO at this time.
I think I might use all mine.
Yeah, you use
But
Using
also
them
I
on
might
Tuesday.
accrue some because I had to fly here. But
That's not.
Get reimbursed, sister.
But it's really like sky's the limit. I don't put anything on it. I actually like the natural trajectory of it. I like how it's elevating. Like, even this is
Right.
I'm like, we ate this. So
We really
like as
did.
it keeps going, like I'm not gonna pigeonhole hold it. I don't have any real expectations because I feel like expectation leads to disappointment. So
Mhm.
as I just like to just see it blossom.
Yeah.
Period. That's beautiful.
I'm gonna piggyback that piggyback because
Come on.
My back hurt.
giddy up,
Itty
like-
bitty.
No, but
Giddy up.
same. But I look at this like I said earlier, a group project. Like, I really do feel like it's built-in friend time, and like, cause y'all know what my job
That's
is.
so
It's
good,
stressful.
built-in
Like,
friend time.
I
this
like
is
that.
like a vacation from my full-time job when I talk for a living. So,
Yes.
which I love. But yes, I really do enjoy this, and I just wanted to go as far as it's supposed to, in an organic, very authentic way. Yeah. And as long as we are willing to do it, I'm gonna be here.
I love that. Since 2020, at the end of 2020, I've been talking about doing a podcast. And it was always branched out to Danny because the podcast that I knew I wanted to do, or the type of podcast that I knew I wanted to do, the things that I wanted to talk about, I knew that it included Danny because of a lot of our memories are shared together, but also because we grew and learned a lot together. You fast forward 5 years later, I have a friendship with you. I have a friendship with you. We do something really fun, and then like it turns into this larger conversation, and then we set up iPhones and make something happen out of nothing.
Mhm.
I still can't even believe that we do this and commit to this every single week. I want to thank y'all for showing up consistently. This is our baby, and this is something that I'm gonna always show up for as well. So to piggyback off of piggyback, this has been my favorite group project to do. I don't feel like there's anybody more perfect for the job. I don't feel like there's anybody else I would do this with. This was always supposed to happen the way that it was supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I see this podcast taking off, going to the moon. I don't think that there are enough men like us in podcast world or media spaces, period. Something that we bring to the table consistently is authenticity.
Authenticity.
Period.
Yep, there we go.
And you know,
Got
just
it.
like the experiences that we have lived through, whether they're traumatic or not, and ultimately, like, it's at the core of it, it's friends just coming together and talking. And I really want to keep that message. The Couch Podcast is the name for a reason. It's, if you are a black gay man, you know that you go to your friend house, y'all, next thing you know, y'all drinking, next thing you know, y'all watching music videos, talking shit. X, Y, and Z. That's exactly what this show is supposed to feel like. Sometimes we get a little heavy, and that's okay because the world is heavy, life is heavy. And I hope that we continue to spread that message. I hope that we build a larger community of people that respect us and follow us and want to communicate with us. I hope that we're providing perspectives that people never considered before. I hope that we're sending the right message with our podcast, and I know that we are. So it's not a whole lot of hope that I need to put into that, but I really want this podcast to go to the moon. It's going to take time, and I'm going to continue to show up every single week. I hope that y'all continue to show up every single week in good faith and good health. I love y'all niggas. I'm trying so hard not to cry.
Preacher.
I see you.
Let it out.
But you know, like, I've never been so dedicated to something in my life.
I love
And
that.
I'm gonna end in there. Y'all can follow us on the Couch Chronicles on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. That's with a Z, not with the S. And don't get y'all. We spoiled y'all this week. But next week we back on them streaming apps, bitch. You know what I mean? We ain't back in the studio, bitch. We ain't got the budget like that. But it's our anniversary. I love y'all niggas. Let's take a motherfucking drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's toast this bitch out. Cheers to our 1 year anniversary of the Couch Podcast.
Yes.
Woo! Cheers to
One
the
fucking
weekend.
year.
Cheers. See y'all.
Let's go.
Bye bye.